Right now.
No, right now.
January 7 in March.
I love that green color on Severa.
Yep.
Yeah, so
like
like
that, yeah.
January and March are right now are what's set. Now, granted, like Ken said, we want to have a beta. We're talking about a beta program that people can get into, and that they would actually be able to play the characters earlier to help us like fine tune the balance of them against everybody else. Of course, our beta is not just like you just play games with the characters, which is awesome. But if you participate, we'll have some neat rewards for you too. So, not only play the beta just to play the characters, but to help us make the game better. You'll reward.
Yep. So Campbell, let's talk a little bit more about Severa and her matchups. Stuff I don't think we talked too much about.
Yeah,
And
well,
she's been tuned since last time as well. So
Yeah, it has
we'll
been
talk
too.
about that.
But who do you feel is still the best character in the game, Campbell?
I still do think Severa's probably the best right now. It's not as much of as a landslide as it was maybe like 2 weeks ago.
Which is actually, again, a smart way to develop a
yeah.
character. It's easier to start with someone that's OP and then back them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found the fun first, which is a good thing. Oh my god, that was the
Yeah,
fun
that's
right
way
there.
better than starting with
Dude,
a
that was amazing.
and having to move up damage or speed. I mean, I think it really showed that the character was well thought out.
Yeah, it took us a long. I mean, like being the first new character for KI. This is one that you know all the crew at Double Gilix, and all of us went back and forth on multiple times over and over again to find the right move set and to find the right kind of play style that we really thought nice would fit into the KI roster, and she's been really successful. Like everybody has a ton of fun playing her.
Yeah, you didn't hear that earlier, Tori. Don't use shadows into
Yeah.
blocking.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
That was
nice.
just 100% counter.
Yeah.
Do it all you want when there's no giant shadow meter.
Oh, you can hit for that though.
Yeah, this build is also, as every time you see it, it's on. It's cleaner and cleaner and cleaner.
Yep, that's true. Yeah, the team is pretty amazing. Like even internally, you know, we can pull down. We have daily builds essentially of this game, as we're kind of happy with the fighting game, especially as we're balancing the tuning. But it's always surprising to grab the latest build and see a ton of new stuff, or wow, this whole new effect that wasn't completely polished yet, and just see that get better and better and better. Nice.
Yeah, I was busy last week. I don't know if you showed Samira's stage there.
Oh yeah, we did show her stage
Yes.
and the
A lot of
giant-
cool stuff
the
going on
spider,
there.
The spider is
Ultra.
awesome.
Yep, Spider Ultra. They've got people and things and webs.
Yeah,
And
that
the
might
stock.
not work for you. Oh, there you go.
I totally thought you were getting stuck after that.
Question 3. Everybody's telling me question 3, question 3.
What's question 3?
Question 3.
Oh,
Right there.
nice.
Can you, oh goodness, alright. Thank you for replaying question 3. Can you show the main menu and sub-menus like you almost did last week? I asked because there are quite a few people with concerns that there being no single player versus CPU modes that are not interested in playing online. It's really close to the time where they have to make a decision of buying PS4 or Xbox One for choice.
Well, I mean, you know, the thing is that we do have a mode where you can just play against AI. It's not the arcade mode that you will add for free.
All right, we're gonna run that one back.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what we can do with this.
What? Oh,
What,
you want
remaster?
another?
Yeah,
You're not even listening
Did you
to
just
the
get salty? You got salty, didn't you?
Well,
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
like
like
back to the comment. Yes, there would be
So,
AI to
so
play
yeah,
against.
there's a mode where you can just kind of play against AIs if you want to. It doesn't have our story mode is not going to be in until around March. It's time to come online with the 8th character also being able to play. That will be a full kind of more of a traditional story mode that you've seen in other fighting games. What we're going to have it launch is a mode where you can play AIs. We have a whole bunch of different difficulty levels, so you can play against them in all different kinds of modes. But it's not going to be a traditional like there will be an ending, there will be a beginning. It's more there for you to play. And remember too, it's free.
Yeah, well, you also get to play. It's not like I'm going to pick a character, pick an AI, and play what I want.
Yeah.
It lays the end out.
Yeah, it like randomizes the enemies, and
So it's almost like playing KI1 arcade without a boss.
and it amps up the difficulty as you go, so
Oh, yeah.
kind of ease your way into a challenge.
Difficulty is an interesting one to talk about.
Yeah, our Kyle AI.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we actually don't have an extreme difficulty. We have Kyle. So
Which is more than extreme.
Yeah.
yeah. It was,
Basically, the guy that
Perfect
wrote
play.
AI
Yeah, the AI
did a really good job of making AI to mix it up. We'll polish it over time. But if the top end of the spectrum, instead of insane or legendary or other names,
it's Kyle.
it's just Kyle. It's a difficulty called Kyle, and it's difficult. Basically, if an AI is, it's kind of like playing against Camel, except with even less mistakes. In other
Yeah,
words,
great
it's
strategy.
every
Every
mistake
opening
of fight.
possible.
It's like no mistakes
Every
of fight
frame,
Yeah, like-
fully taken.
Campbell, that was some awesome pressure you had there, dude. Using the projectiles and kind of the flip forward to keep going on Thorin.
That air medium dagger thing is my favorite.
I have to say-
maybe ever.
Yeah, I mean, like, you've played a ton of fighting games. We've all played a ton of different fighting games, and I have to say, I don't think I've ever seen a move like that on
Yeah.
any other character that does an air projectile and yet advances you in that way. That allows you to do more follow-up. Also, for some people that were commenting in some of the forums, obviously, there are people saying that we changed Severa's spin kick move. We did change the animation of it, and it does not flip 5 times, but it does hit 5 times. You can't beat it with it. So it's not a one-hit thing. Shadow moves always have to have multiple hits because we have ways to break shadows, and you wanted to maintain that. Nice.
Are we working on a cinematic intro yet?
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, each character has a cinematic intro, so it's definitely see.
Well, no, they're talking about a full,
Oh,
like a full, like cinematic.
certainly on the list of things we would like. We definitely want to bring out characters and we want to reveal who these characters are. Yeah, but the only victory I can talk about.
Oh, I'm so surprised. Can you actually do that? Can you shadow counter off the 4th hit of the super fireball?
I don't see why you wouldn't.
It should work.
Yeah.
I've never been able to get the
I
time. to do that,
just
though.
wonder if there's enough time.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm
wonder if
wondering.
he's
Is there?
blocks done.
Perhaps you should try.
Adam,
should step up
get
for
in there.
some,
Oh,
for some winning.
I'm not gonna win.
Winning.
Are you kidding?
Will there be a way to listen to full song mixes of the new KI tracks outside of fighting in those levels, either in-game or out?
Well, that's a good question.
Great
There
question.
may
That's a
be,
good
actually.
question. Yes.
There may be.
It's actually a
We're-
good
we're-
suggestion
we're-
just for the option screen.
No,
I don't
that's
know if
that.
guys
Yeah,
talked
if you
about
just
it
go
yet.
to the option screen and you
A
just
lot
put
of
it on
games
the
will let
Yeah,
you
yeah,
put it
just
on
play
the
the.
solid play and not outside the game, but just in the UI.
Yeah, totally. And in
That takes
training,
minutes.
I think